What is going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the fair because, that's a fun thing to talk about. Anyway, what's up, guys? So, about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I went to the fair. Now, in the small town I live in, we have a fair that comes here like once a year. It's not like the Red River X, but, similar. Anyway, I go to this fair, but before I do that, because for some reason this shit doesn't open at like fucking 11 in the morning, because that would be worth it. They open it the first day at fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, which is bullshit, because they should have opened it earlier, but whatever. And so we end up going to see a movie. Now, we went to go see the Superman movie. Now, I don't even know if I was really paying attention in this movie or not. I think I was busy with other stuff in my mind at the time. But it was alright. It was alright. And so we end up going to the fair. And when we get to the fair, my first option is, let's go on the Ring of Fire. Because I had liked the Ring of Fire that they had at the other fair we had gone to, where we were like fully seated in there. With this fair, all it is just a mechanism they pull down to cover you. And I don't know if they didn't build it properly when they did or what, but it's only like a thing that covers your legs. And I don't even think I was meant to go on that ride. For example, I'm 6'1", and I don't think I'm supposed to go on that ride because the roof was literally like 2 inches away from me. And so every time we'd go up, it would go up like a little bit and then come back down. Like he was trying to build velocity. And so we'd go up, go over, and my head would just hit the roof. And then right before we were supposed to end the ride, I guess the guy likes to fuck with it or something. Because as we're going down, he keeps us stuck up there, up on like the top of this thing for like maybe 5 seconds. And you're wondering when it's going to come down. Because you also get scared that it got stuck up there. Now, I think the ride would come down at some point after everyone screaming. So I just end up pretending like I'm laying down. But of course, my body's all upside down. And if you're upside down for a long amount of time, you're going to pass out. And so we went on that ride like 6 times the Friday night. And once we got off on the Friday night, I ended up going to get food. But before I got my food, I got off the ride and I was just walking around dizzy as hell. I had a splitting headache because I hadn't drank water or eaten anything that day. And so I ended up going home and passing the fuck out. And then we go back on the Saturday. And when we go on the Saturday, a lot more people are there. Like everyone we knew was there. And so it was a lot more fun than the night before. And we ended up going there from 12 to about 12. So we were there for about 13 hours, I think it was. Whenever they opened it to when they closed it, we were there. Because I remember we went on the Orbiter is what it's called. And we'd go in circles in the ride. And then all of a sudden everything got shut down as we were on there. But it's kind of like eerie. Like, because you're on these rides. And if the ride operator really didn't know what they were doing, they could fuck you over. And, like, a lot of the time, a lot of the rides kind of weren't the safest. Like, we were on the swing ride, like the one that spins you in circles in the air. And I don't know how close they put these things together, but every time you're in the air, I could pretty much touch Darius's head, like, with him, because we were only, like, 2 inches away. So I just had to stretch my arm out. I could touch his head for, like, 2 seconds, and then the ride would spin us back into it, where you couldn't, like, do anything. But then the person behind you would crash into you. And it's kind of fun, but it's also not at the same time, because I'd have my phone on me sometimes recording, like, videos of us up there. And every so often I'd feel like I was dropping my phone. And it was a brand new phone. Like, I had dropped my Google Pixel into our pool, and so I fucked up my old phone and had to buy a new one. And I would have only had this phone for like a few days by that point. And so I almost dropped it, and it was fucking annoying, but whatever. It literally almost slipped out of my pocket on one of the rides. The only ride I didn't bring it on was the Ring of Fire. And because with the Ring of Fire, you go upside down and you drop it, it gets stuck in the track and stuff and fucks up your phone entirely. But that's not their fault. That would be my fault. There was also another ride where I recorded on. I think it was the G-Force one. It spins you in circles. And I remember recording on there, and people would tweak the fuck out when I'd pull out my phone because I was recording myself on the ride. Like, here, I'll drop the clip. I'll drop the clip in here. Just, yeah. And as you can tell, I shouldn't have been recording on there. I think I got yelled at for recording on there too, actually, when I was doing that video. I think right after I got in trouble for that. So, probably wasn't good, but, you know, that's life for you. And that was about it. Other than that, I saw like a few of my exes, which it's how it goes sometimes, you know? But anyway, this is really just a shitty video, honestly. I kind of just threw this together because I was fucking bored. And yeah, new story time coming out soon. Because I have another one in my mind. I just got to remember it that I was going to do. But thank you guys for watching. I have a new website. I have to shout out a few people. So shout out to Brolin, I think his name is. And then a few other people that wanted their shout outs. So shout out to them. I don't even remember their names. And then, yeah. So shout out to everyone that's watched. I'm at 205 subscribers now. This video fucking sucks. And, yeah. New video coming out soon. Talk to you guys later.